there's a four-letter word that I've stopped using. Don't worry, it's not meant to offend anyone. And I know the video camera's on, we won't need to censor anything. But it is a four-letter word that I used to use a lot. I've completely eliminated it from my vocabulary. It's a four-letter word that's not a swear or curse or even slang, but it can be just as damaging. You've probably heard it a lot, and you probably say it quite a bit. What's this mysterious word, this riddle? How many times in the past 24 hours have you said or heard the word busy? See a few people smiling. Sound familiar? Busy has become a staple in our society, in our community, in our culture. It's everywhere. It's a way that we describe how we're doing, what we're doing, sometimes even who we are. It surrounds us. You hear it in phrases. Busy work, busy body, busy bee. You might even make a phone call and hear a busy signal. But are we really truly that busy? Does that word adequately describe our lives? And do we want it to? We use busy in all kinds of contexts, maybe as an excuse to get out of plans or decline an invitation. Sometimes it's so that we don't add more responsibility to our already full plates. Perhaps it's as a distraction from so many facets of our lives that we're trying to piece together, and we just don't want to admit that there's too much going on. Well, I've stopped using the word because it's made me feel better. Describing our lives as busy has a negative impact. No matter what context you use it in, the words that we utter have an impact on how we feel and how we live. Saying we're busy can make life seem even more daunting, even more overwhelming, even more exhausting. So whether it's an, oh, I'm just too busy for that, or no, I can't go, I'm busy, it's a way that we say that a person isn't a priority in our lives, or that we just can't make time for something or someone special. According to Mike.com, we now live in an era in which being busy is the norm. Is that really how we want to live? But what happens when we reimagine our definition of busy? And instead of telling everyone that we're too busy and we don't have time, what if we reframe that to be able to be honest with ourselves and others? According to Henry David Thoreau, it is not enough to be busy. So are the ants. The question is, what are we busy about? What are you busy about? Anyone want to share? You've been quiet this whole time.
My thesis.
Your thesis. Science. Listening to me. Well, hopefully it'll be worth it. We're busy with school and work and family and friends, our own time, maybe some Netflix here and there, eating, sleeping, thinking. We have limited time. So of course we want to fill that time with what matters. We have lofty concepts to ponder, the gender binary, animal welfare and animal rights, science, anxiety, all the topics that you've already heard about and more that we have to think about. But when we describe our lives as busy, we're not giving justice to the profound nature of our time. There are so many ways in which we spend our hours, our days, our weeks, our months, our years, that describing them as busy just isn't adequate. Let me give you my take. Check out my schedule from a few Sundays ago. There's nothing Twitter-worthy here, so I'm not worried about sharing. Brunch with a friend, an interview, coffee with a business mentor, dinner in the city with some friends, and a conference call. You might look at this and say, phew, you were busy that day. But I look at this and I think, sure, I had a lot of places to be, a lot of people to talk to, put quite a few miles on my car, driving from one place to the next. But this day for me was fulfilling. It was fun. It was a little tiring, but it wasn't busy. If you'd been in my passenger seat with me, driving from one place to the next on this day, you would have realized I was excited about the places I was going. I was looking forward to seeing these people, having these conversations, and eating some new food. I was happy to be in these places. I chose to meet with these people. I decided to go to these places. I took control of my life this day. So I wasn't busy. I was living my life. Brunch that afternoon was a fantastic chance for me to catch up with a really close friend. We reminisced about work, friends, family, and planned our next brunch date. At my coffee with my business mentor, if you'd been sitting at the table with us, you would have heard him give me an exercise to do, for me to work on my development, to plan for what I have next. He asked me to write my name on the center of a big piece of paper and put spokes out from my name and write everything I'm passionate about, all my hobbies, all my interests, and take a look at that big piece of paper and let it tell me what my next move should be. If you joined us for dinner that night with my friends, you would have seen me order some really crazy things off the menu that I have never eaten before. So this day for me is a great memory. It's an excellent demonstration to me that even though it may appear busy, this is me living life. My challenge to you is to choose who you spend time with. Decide where you go. Take control of the aspects of your life. And to stop the glorification of busy, because it's not adding to what you already have on your plate. There's a 4-letter word that I've stopped using. And by now, you know that 4-letter word is busy. I invite you to consider, how does describing your life as busy keep you from living it? Thank you.